Welcome, thinkers and people who can't stop thinking about this crazy world. This is my first podcast. I'm Jonah, and I wanted to start a podcast to talk about basically everything that runs through my mind that I feel like other people would want to hear. I'm constantly thinking and dreaming about daydreaming. I don't have too many actual dreams. I'm constantly daydreaming about what I've learned, what I've learned in the past, and connecting two dots in my head and trying to constantly formulate new ideas and concepts about this world, spiritually, metaphysically, and those are pretty much the two main topics I like to think about: spirituality, metaphysical realms of possibility, thought. I do stare up into a distance because it helps me focus on thinking. I don't have any words written down or anything. You'll probably be able to tell that sooner or later, but I do stare off into a distance sometimes because I try to grab things from my head. But the topic today that was a relatively long introduction just because it's my first video, but I am a little nervous, but we'll get past that, and it'll be fine. Topic today is one last thing, all unedited. So this is going to be full, just waterfall of thought, as Eckhart Tolle would say. So the topic today is going to be suffering and why it's inescapable. So I'll let you know what my ideas are versus someone else's studies or anything like that, but I like to ramble on about my own theories based on other things that I've learned in the past. So this third dimensional plane essentially is the plane of suffering. It's what I like to call the school of spirit. It's essentially, we are born here in this third dimensional plane to learn constantly, and that's all types of learning, not just knowledge, physical learning, emotional learning, spirituality, all types of learning. This is the third dimension is essentially the plane of school. We are in school right now, and essentially that is a perfect reason why I decided to start this podcast, is because if that is true, then I would love nothing more than to help people understand that we have no choice but to think of an emotion, name an emotion. We have no choice but to feel that emotion at some point in our lifetime, we learn how to deal with these emotions in all types of different ways, obviously because we're all grown in different ways. So we're going to learn in almost an endless amount of ways on how to deal with these emotions. But essentially, good, evil are the two opposites, the two main emotions that drive other emotions. They're the two tree stalks that drive all the other branches, right? So good, there's all kinds of emotions that branch off from good. Evil, there's all kinds of emotions and actions that branch off of evil and good. So both of these are the two building blocks, essentially, of the universe, in my opinion. I don't know because I'm still in school as well. You know, I'm here, and this is just my thought. But thought is a whole nother video, but in and of itself. But essentially, this video is on emotions and suffering, and on the opposite hand, joy and happiness. And so essentially, we are put on this earth to learn what bad emotions are and feel like, and we are meant to learn what good emotions are and feel like. And we are supposed to choose, essentially, choose one or the other. The pathway that you choose is essentially what you manifest in a separate, in the next life, whether that be, it could be anything. It really could, and that's what I believe. You can manifest essentially your afterlife. Your emotions that you learn, and how you learn to deal with them and dictate that throughout your world and your experience in this world, the third dimensional. You are essentially learning how to create your afterlife. Think of the third dimensional plane as a filter. And I've said this once before, and I really like this quote by me. I just thought of it one day, and it's made a lot of sense to my beliefs. Life is an osmosis to, I'll be honest, I actually forgot the quote, we'll get back to that. Think of life, the third dimensional plane, living as a filter. We start here, wherever there is, and we're filtering through, because I believe that we can be, refiltered in case we have to relearn something, because this is the school that we're in. So think of this plane as a filter, and we're being filtered through, and once we shoot out, we go one way or the other, essentially, because the battle, if we can call it that, is between good and evil, and that continues on past this dimension. I mean, we are in the dimension of suffering. And good. I mean, there's plenty of, it's not just the dimension of suffering, it's the duality. Think of the yin and the yang. We are in, I like to call it the school, because you choose, essentially, between one or the other in your lifetime, and you learn as you go through your life which one you want to become, to embody. So if you're going to embody the good or embody the bad, the evil, it dictates your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. And then, at the end of it all, you get to death, or the transition. And all that culminates. Everything you've learned and felt and experienced and decided to do culminates. No one knows what happens afterwards, but I truly believe that whatever you learn, that this is a bad or evil world and everyone is evil and may as well be evil too, and then you like it or something. Some people like the evil. I don't know, it's an attractive force, but so is good. So whatever you choose to embody essentially manifests itself in the afterworld, in the transition. And I believe that is essentially this world, this school is how demons and angels are born. Like, demons have to come to school just to learn how to be bad. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of weird things in this world, a lot of things that can happen, and I truly believe that you can choose a path, become an angel, or choose a path and become a demon. I mean, it's true. I feel like it's really, and it takes hard work, and I'm sure you just can't become a demon like that, and you can't just become an angel like that. It takes a lot of hard work, and that's why demons are praised among Satanists and praised, and you know, with all this power, and you know, angels are praised among people who, you know, an angel and demon is all, you know, obviously just words, but angel, if you're praying to someone, some godlike figure who isn't a part of this dimension, then I believe it's true that they were once human, or some sort of sentience. That's why I keep saying, repeating, third dimensional plane, is because it doesn't always have to be Earth. You know, if you believe that there are other worlds out there with sentient life making videos and having conversations just like this, then you can believe that there are angels and demons from other worlds as well. I mean, it's not far-fetched. So that's why I say the third dimensional plane, the plane of felt presence and experience and materialism, that is the plane of school. Because that's where you learn what side you choose, essentially. All right. It's been a good talk.